everybody, my name is Coach Tera, and I'm really happy to have you join us today. Today we're talking about what causes suffering. Take a moment, if you would, and let's just think about that for a second. Apply it to your own life. Everyone here has experienced pain at some point in their life, every one of us. Some of us have experienced more than just pain, but actual suffering. You know, maybe it's more long-term, maybe it's a little bit more extreme. Think about why you've experienced pain in your life. Or maybe you're experiencing pain right now, you know. Take a second to kind of evaluate where you are. What things in your life right now could totally be improved? You know, is it family? You know, maybe you're not very close to your family. Maybe you're craving a little bit more of a closer bond with your immediate family, or maybe you've got an extended family that maybe you just don't get along with. You know, maybe family, when you think of family, you think of kids. You know, and maybe you're not spending enough time with your kids, and maybe you feel that can be improved. Could be your career. Maybe you're not at the level that you really want to be in your career. You've really worked hard, and maybe it's not exactly where you want to be. Or maybe take a look at, you know, a loving relationship with a spouse or partner. You know, maybe you're craving more intimacy and more quality time with that person, or you know, maybe you guys are arguing over stupid stuff, or maybe you lose your temper a little bit more than what you should, or maybe you nitpick other people and that causes arguments. You know, just look at any area in your life for a second and really just kind of evaluate what is not necessarily going right, or what could be, you know, improved. You know, maybe there are some of you out there that have the perfect life, but I know for me that's totally not the case. That in different facets of my life, you know, all of them are on a different scale. You know, I'm not necessarily excelling 100% in all the areas of my life. And if we look at the different areas of our life, if we look at career, if we look at financial being, if we look at our health, you know, our personal development, we look at, you know, family's just one, you know, maybe it's gaining more skills and growing, things like that. You know, there's a lot of different parts to our life, and not all of it can be 100%. I mean, now granted, that's the most idealistic way that we would want it to be. We want it to be awesome, tens all across the board, and that's something that you could definitely work with a life coach on. But today I want you to think about, you know, maybe there's a certain area of your life that's kind of gotten out of control, you know, whether it's, you know, debt that's piled up, maybe your finances are not where they need to be, maybe you're not paying your bills on time, maybe you're not accountable with how you actually handle your money, or maybe you've overspent and now you're dealing with how to fix that problem. You know, every one of us has an area in our life that we can totally improve on. So I just want you to take a minute, maybe if you need to, pause the video at this point before going on. But this is a question that, you know, I ask every one of my clients that I'm coaching, so that I can get a little bit clarity as to what their life is like currently. So that's what I want you to do now. And maybe you didn't want to pause the video, maybe you don't want to take the time to do that, so I'll just go on from here. But think about that one thing that you are not feeling good about. Now I want you to ask yourself why you're not feeling good about that particular area. Is it because, you know, maybe you're not spending enough time with your children, and so therefore you feel guilty? or maybe you are spending a lot of time with your children and you've got that closeness, but maybe it's causing your intimate relationship with your spouse to suffer. Um, maybe you bring your work home, and maybe you're working crazy hours and you bring the madness home with you, and then your partner has to take that in. And maybe you guys are kind of dealing with stuff like that, and maybe it's applying a little bit of pressure to the relationship. Maybe it's finances. Maybe it's not advancing in your career. Just take a second and ask yourself, why are you not happy in that particular area? And be specific. And again, I invite you to stop the movie and just, take a second to kind of evaluate it. I'm pretty sure that the reason why you're not experiencing happiness or getting joy or feeling satisfied or fulfilled in this particular area probably has a lot to do with not being able to make progress towards goals. See, every one of us, we carry around with us what we refer to, us coaches refer to as a map, if you will. So you have a map, I have a map, and everybody's map is completely different. And the map is drawn up from the time that we're born, all of our experiences, everything that we've witnessed, all the feelings that we felt, beliefs and values that were implemented or installed in us by our parents or by going to school or being institutionalized. All those things shape us. And along the way, we kind of build this map. And the map says that, my life conditions, my LC, what's happening right now in my life conditions, right now are not meeting what's on my map. Okay? So your map could mean, for you, that having a successful life or having the perfect life or living the awesome life, the rock star life for you is maybe it's, you want to go to school, you want to gain experience in your career, you want to move up the ladder, maybe you want to own a business, you want to have children, 3 perfect kids, you've got, you're married, you're in a loving relationship, you guys, it's very reciprocal, yada, 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 yada. You've got the white picket fence and everything. To someone else, it could be completely different than that. It could be something like, maybe their map says, I don't really want the family, but I'm more career oriented. I don't want to have children. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to make money. I want to be able to spend money. I want to be able to do a lot of different types of entertainment, whatever the case might be. Every one of us has a different map. And I mean, those are only 2, arching kind of maps that come across. But if you kind of think about them, by today's standards, they're a little, outdated. A lot of it is older clientele that kind of have that. But, today it could be something completely different. It could be, I want to have this successful online business, and, I want to be artistic, and I have to have a creative side to me, and I have to have a spiritual side. And if I don't feel connected that way, then it can cause suffering. So today, I want you to really just kind of take a look at your life conditions. Where are you right now at this point in time? If you're feeling sad, anxious, depressed, discouraged, if you're feeling, that you're not growing enough, you're not making progress, all of those things will cause true suffering in individuals when their life conditions aren't meeting their map. And so that's just something that I wanted to bring up in today's episode with you. I don't want to get too much more involved than that, but really just kind of, meditate on that today, this week, and maybe just kind of write down some notes, and we'll see you on the next session. But until then, comment below, share this video, like it, and we'll see you on Facebook or on our website. Thank you so much. Have a great day.